Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl again, Monge001, and today I'm going to share my story, a short story of mine. So please guys, before we start, let's subscribe to my channel, like, share, and leave a comment down below. So guys, the story goes like this. It was back in 2019, when I was in Gulf. So the story is based on Gulf, guys. Before, when I was a girl, I was not married yet. I used to travel to Gulf countries. Like, I first went to the Gulf country at Lebanon back in 2013. I stayed there 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. That's 4 years, guys. Life there was so good. I enjoyed it. In fact, that was my best place I've ever traveled to. So, guys, after there, I went to Qatar. I stayed there 2017. 1 year. I came back. It wasn't that bad. Also, there was some issues that made me to come back, since it was still good there, but the circumstances back here in Kenya, family issue, came up and I was to come back to Kenya. Yes. Then after we finished the issue, I went. That was 2019. Yes. I went to Dubai. That's where my story is based on, and it's very emotional. Please guys, if you can't take it, please take your handkerchief on your hand, because it's so emotional. So guys, this is how it went in Dubai. I thought that was the best place I could ever go, but things turned the other around, and the story was like this. So it was 2019. I went there. I stayed there for 3 months. For those 3 months, guys, it was like 3 years to me, because of the things I met there, I experienced there. I had never seen such things in my life. I had never even imagined that I will ever experience such a thing. I went. My bosses took me from the airport as usual. We went, but things were different that time. And the other places I could notice, you know, when you peep on the window of the car, you can see posts. You see, if for example, if you are from Nairobi, you can see a street, billboards, you can read. So that time things were different. Imagine I couldn't see anything to read all the way to the house. Yes. So I was like, what? I, till I reached the house, I've not seen any billboard. I've not seen anything that can tell where I am. But I was like, it's far from home. You are alone. I was like, it's okay. Let's see. So we were there now at home. The home was so big. It had it had 3 kids. Sorry, the TV just started itself. The sound is not recommended to a video, so I'm sorry for that. So we were at home. The home was so big. There were 3 kids, 1 boy, 2 girls. The boy was like 16, 17. The girl, the bigger one, was like 7, and the other one was little, not yet 1 year. She was like months, yeah, 7, 8 months. And there was a dad and a mom. So guys, we and I met three men there. The one was going, not really had gone, but she was almost to finish a contract. No, they were 2. I was the third one. They were Ugandan girls, 2 of them. I was the third one from Kenya. So guys, we continued. The job continued as usual. I was shown whatever I was going to do there, and the journey started. But guys, after 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I could see red flags. The jobs I was given there, they was so alarming. I was told, your job will be only this girl, the bigger one, not the small one. You'll be knowing everything about her. Shower, eat, everything, even play. I was the one to know what she was doing. The girl had so many problems. She had a problem of the heart. She had the problems of diabetes. She had so many problems. She was walking machine, and she had machines all over her body. So I was like, what? I was trying, guys. I was trying. So as we continued, I could see the girl who was almost to finish the contract. She was so prayerful. When we go to our rooms to sleep, I could see her with her Bible, praying, praying so hard. One day I asked her, why do you pray so hard? She told me, my friend, I can't tell you, because even if we speak which language, things are not well here. So she was like, she wanted to tell me something, but she was fearing. I asked her, what is it? So she tried to talk to me Swahili language, and she didn't know how to speak it well. So she told me, this place is not a good place. That's why I pray hard, but God is the best. And if we want to try it, when it comes to like past 9 p.m., just move out and go watch what is going on the garage. And there was parking, not garage. In the parking, there were 4 cars. That is one for the Mr. Boss, the other one for Madam Boss, the other one for that little girl. She never used it, but it was in the parking. And the other one was for the big boy. So she told me if you want to know more, just go out past 9 p.m. Then just see for yourself what goes on there at night. Guys, I pulled my socks up and I did the same that night. But where what I saw there, guys, where I couldn't see anything outside. I could only see mountains. That's all what I could see. Mountains, my friend. Only mountains and nothing. Nothing. Darkness and mountains. The cars were just mountains. There were no cars. Have mountains. I said what? I got inside and I was like, "Hmm." So the next morning, that's where things started. I was called by the madam boss and the Mr. Boss in the office. The house is so big, there is even a office there. When you make mistakes, guys, you are taken there, you are given punishment. It's a hell. It was a real hell, guys. So we were called, me and that girl, and they were like, what did you tell her? And we know what you told her. Even if which language you use, we already know. I was like, what? She used Swahili. What? So you told her this and this and this and this. That was the madam. Remember, the madam and the mister, they are, hey, Indians, not Arabs. They were Indians. So I was like, huh? Everything she told me in Swahili. Hey, I was there saying, sorry, 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 I didn't know, sorry, sorry, sorry. Even I lacked words to say. And we were given punishment to clean outside. Guys, when you were given that punishment to clean outside, it was like you are not in this world. Very hot, and it's like, hey, it was like in the graves. I could see something closer to that. You are outside, like, but it's like in the graves. Hmm? The trees are dropping leaves, just like the graves. Then there was a spot you were told, when you are cleaning here, don't face it directly. You go and like you face the back when cleaning. Don't face that place directly. But you had no option. You had to follow the instructions to the letter, guys, because you are not at home. Things are like that. It's your boss. Hey. So, guys, you could come out there sweating. You clean those tree leaves. Those are falling down there. You clean. That is the punishment when you do something wrong. And afterwards, you were not allowed to get inside that house before you take shower. After you finish the punishment, you have to go to the shower. That's our rooms which are outside. You shower, then you get inside the big house now. I was like, what is this? But life had to go on. So, guys, things went worse and worse. That's when that uh, Ugandan girl, I don't know, they slaughtered her or what did they do to her. But the following day, they were like, she didn't sleep at that house. They took her, and at 6, 7, I was standing at the balcony, and I saw that, hey, Lexus thing, that Lexus car, the one with something covering it behind. Eh, I could see, I saw that mister like push, and she was like straining, carrying something, and he put it on that car and covered. Then he went. After that, later there was a grandma there, the mother to Madam Boss. She was also there. She had problems with her legs, so she used to stay on the bed. Guys, I was on the balcony, so I saw that Mr. struggling, and he went with the thing, that black dustbin paper, the big one. He was pulling and struggling to put it on that car, and he went. I was like, what is that? So later I went to that grandma and asked her, Grandma, where is so and so? So she said, she said, she said she has finished her contract and she had to go back to Uganda. So she is gone to Uganda. I was she has gone, but back in my mind there was that story I saw. So I was like, so she's gone. I was like, no problem. The next day, the following day, so we were left two of them. One Ugandan, she was new like me, but 1 month old there. So that girl was so crazy. The one I was left with, she was so crazy. She could do crazy things. Guys, I can't even speak them here. And I was like, well, things are going worse and worse. So the following day, I was like, well, let's see what is going on. The following day, that other girl told me, uh, it's like there will be somewhere we will be going, but I'm not sure. So I was like, okay. Guess they had already taken my phone, and I was given only once in a week. That phone I was given only once in a week, that is Friday. That's when I was given my phone. I speak with my family and I take it back to that grandma. She was the one who was supposed to keep the phones for us. So the following Friday I went and took my phone, and before that, that girl, the 7-year-old, she had come to me and said, Julian, when you dare make me hungry, I have my grandma under the sea. She will strike you hard, and you'll never feel when striking you, but she will strike you hard, and you will know who I am. I was not born like, so she said she was not born like the other little girl. She said to me, I wasn't born like the other girl, my sister. My mom took me under the sea. So I have, my dad is a mermaid, I am a mermaid, and my ma is a devil. I was like, I could connect things, and I was like, well, things are not good here. It's either death or life, and I don't know which is. So guys, this story, I really don't like narrating it because I feel like for real crying. So I, the following Saturday, I took my phone. I said, why should I not share this story with my family? If something goes wrong, they are aware, to be aware of it. So there was this brother of mine who was back in Kenya. So I took the phone. I had Wi-Fi, and I said, now I'm a Kamba in tribe. I'm a Kenyan. I said I won't use Swahili because last time they could understand that Swahili. I will not use English to communicate my brother, but I'm going to use to my vernacular language, that is Kamba language. I will use that one to narrate the story to my brother. So guys, I took the phone and called my brother, and I was like, using Kikamba language, I told my brother, this place is not good. Imagine I'm taking care of a mermaid. She said her mother is a devil, her dad is a mermaid, and the story, it looks like she is from the sea. Even myself, I don't know where I am because I've never gone beyond the gates. I never saw when I was coming. I narrated to my brother, and he was like, what? I told him what it is. You have to pray for you guys have to pray for me. If I come dead, you're gonna bury me. If you never see me, you know that is it. Hey, we finished the conversation with my brother. Guys, the following day, early in the morning, I was like, Julian, come. Hey, I was like, what? The madam boss, the Mr. Boss, and the grandma. Hey, what did you tell your brother? So you said this and this and this and this and this. I almost fainted. Guys, I almost fainted, but I was like, no, I didn't say that. I just greeted them. Hey, blah, blah, blah. They said, no, you said this and this. Exactly what I said, using my vernacular language. They are Indians, guys. I was like, So I was given punishment again. Now things went gorilla from there, my friends. Now it was death. Now it was death. From the following day, they took my phone. They said, you will never see your phone again, and you are going to do whatever we tell you. I was like, okay. Now I was ready for death because I saw the thing there is only death. There is no life, and I'm not in a safe place. So, the following day, we woke up. It was um, this day they celebrate these Muslims. It's called Eid Mubarak. I don't know. That it was that day, the following day. So I woke up and I found myself alone in that house. Alone. Nobody, even my fellow maid was not there. Nobody told me we are going. Nobody spoke to me what you are going to eat when we will be away. And I was like, where? What is this? I stayed in the kitchen. I decided to sit in the kitchen because nobody told me you'll be cleaning, you'll be doing this. People are gone. I'm alone. I didn't see them preparing. I didn't see anything, but they are gone. I stayed 2 days, not seeing anybody. 2 days. but in the fridge there was some things to eat. So hey, I was like, hey, I used to just eat something to make me move. I wasn't eating to be okay. I was only eating something to get me going. So guys, the third day, that time I had not returned my phone. I was with my phone. That grandma, because she gave me the phone, and the following day I was answering questions and she didn't ask for my phone. I was with my phone and the Wi-Fi was on. So I said, because I've seen here it's no good, let me contact someone. There was a guy from our airport had given me his number. So I said, this one can help me get away from this place. He can contact my embassy and come help me here. And I didn't know even where I am. So guys, I contacted that man from our airport back in Kenya, and I narrated the whole story, and he told me there is a friend of mine who works in Dubai immigration. I'll talk to her, and tomorrow she is going to call you. I'll give her your number and she will contact you through WhatsApp. I was like, okay. So the following day, that madam of immigration contacted me. I told her I can pin the location for her to help me. So the conversation was flowing WhatsApp very well. But when it came to that pinning location, things were not okay, because the madam, that one of immigration, when I pinned the location where I am, she could answer me and say it is bringing nothing. The message coming here is only bluish. So nothing is coming like the location you are. I was what? We tried. Every message I pinned, it was going blue. So it was a red flag, and that madam told me, it seems where you are is not a good place. So you are not even in Dubai, and things here are not good. So the following day, that was the third day, that madam called me. The one from immigration called me and told me, I've got nothing to help you with, but I will give your number to my pastor. I have a pastor who prays hard. I'll give it to him and he will call you. You talk to him and tell him the story, because I'm not getting the location. I can't help you, and it seems you are in a wrong place. So that pastor called me and asked me some questions. Which church I go? I told him, but then I was a Catholic. He told me, do you have any salt with you? I was like, there is salt, but everywhere is cameras, and not good here. I can be accused of stealing and things will go bad. So I can't go to the kitchen and take even the salt. He told me, don't use water, because the place you are, it seems that they use water also, and they are not good people. So do like this. He gave me, I was recording the call. He gave me some prayers to do. So he told me, do you clean the house? Do you even cook for them? What do you do? I told him yes, when they are around, but for now they are not. When they are around, I can be told to make the madam the morning tea, and I sometimes clean. And there is a girl who and there is a girl who I I does everything for her, but I usually do the things, the work in the house. So he told me, when you are doing such things, when you are doing anything for them, preparing or cleaning, just say these words: God, I turn this to be the blood and your blood that was shed on the cross. So whoever will use it, may he or she change and follow your ways. So I could say that thing, that prayer everywhere, every moment I'm doing anything. I could use that prayer. Guys, that prayer helped me so much. So much. So I could say the things. The fourth day, people were back home. But before they were back, at the evening, the third day, after I was given that prayer by that pastor, I was seated next to the kitchen, and boom, the Mr. Boss came. I was like, where is he from? He rushed to the fridge, he took something to eat. He didn't speak to me, and he was like, he went. Eh, the following day is when they came, the madam boss, the babies, the grandma, and the other maid. So guys, I was like, where? They immediately came. They told me, bring your phone here. What were you doing? I was like, nothing. You never told me to do anything. You just left. They were angry at me. They were mad at me. So I was quiet. They didn't tell me anything. They just took the phone. And that night, the other maid, the other girl, the Ugandan girl, told me we were in Saudi Arabia. So she told me the story about where they were. She told me I didn't see us board a flight, but I found myself in Saudi Arabia, and where this girl can swim like a fish. She was like in a swimming pool. We went in somewhere like a swimming pool, and she said, I want to go and meet my grandma. Immediately she was in the pool, I saw her swimming like a fish, and she went like hours. Then she came back. Guys, that was the end of that girl after telling me that story. Next minute, she was called by the madam and was like, where? She's no more in the house. I asked them the following day, I asked the madam, where is she? Was called Resty. Where is Resty? And was like, where? She is gone. She is not here. She went to my sister to work there. Now I was alone in the house. Well, things went worse. Now I was asked, what did you speak with your phone? I said nothing. I knew things were not good, and now I was ready to die. So I said nothing. I said nothing. They sent me they sent me to the kitchen. Guys, there was a chicken, the one with no feathers here. That chicken hey, was tied outside there, only one, and there were three cats in that house, very big one and scary. Hey, so guys, I was told to take that chicken some water. So I had to speak the prayer that pastor told me. Whatever I did, I used to say those words. So when I was doing the water, giving the water to that chicken, I said the prayer and give it to drink, and I went back to the house. When I was back to the house, I found things going wrong. I found the grandma like dying. What are you doing? What are you doing? You want to kill me? You want to kill me? Julian, what are you doing? You want to kill me? So I was like, hey, what are you? Am I killing you with? I was outside from the chicken. I was giving the water to the chicken. So you are the chicken or what's going on? I was like, what? She was rushed to the hospital and they came back. At the night, I was in the kitchen now. I was washing and I was saying the same prayer. And when I went and Madam called me because I was saying the same prayer. Everything I was doing, I was saying that prayer that pastor gave it to me. The madam called me. The madam called me and was like, I'm so thirsty. I'm dying. The grandma is at the hospital already. No, the madam boss is dying. She's thirsty. I was like rushing to take water for her, some water for her to take. And I was like, oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. Give me some water. When I was around the corner, I met a cat. One of the cats speaking to me. That made me almost faint. The cat was crying, also water. I was like confused. The cat or the madam? I said Jesus is Lord. So I left the cat speaking to me. I want some water. I'm dying. Cat, remember cat speaking to me. There were three cats, black ones. Now, that one was speaking to me, speaking like human. When I left the cat and rushed to the madam because she was also crying water and she was dying, I took the water to her. She was like, 1.5 liters water. And things now went worse. Now she got some energy and she said, you want to kill us all? What are you doing? Julian, you are not good. You came to kill us. Who brought you here? I was like, what? I'm killing you with what? Now I went back. When I went back, I found the cat. The cat shouted, no! I was like, what? I was running around that corner to the parking and the cat shouted at me, no, Juliet. Like the madam. The sound was that madam's voice. I was like, hey. Now remember I was alone in that house. The rest are gone. And like they were gone, they were dead. The Ugandan girls. I was only the one surviving now. So Hey, the madam was rushed to the hospital also. So I was with the kids. The big boy was not speaking to anybody. He was just bouncing on the bed and playing that game that I don't know. He always there, and earphones, headphones on his ears, not speaking to anybody. So the bigger the 9 year, 7 year, I don't know 8 year girl came to me. The one that one was a mermaid. Guys, I can confirm to you that girl was a mermaid. There was a room. She is a big girl who is down here is a mermaid. Here is her face. Her face. She's like 30 years old, a big girl now like me. She's holding that world map, that globe, sleeping like this, holding that globe. Here is her face. This one down is a mermaid, and she's big. So that one showed me she's a mermaid because in the reality she's young. Her mom told me never make her touch water, and unless I tell you, never make her play outside the sun, unless I tell you. The rules were, I don't know. So guys, that girl came to me and said, the mom is in the hospital, the grandma is in the hospital. She came and told me, Julian, where did you come from? You are killing us, but I have a new car for you. Hey, I said new car. Hey, I told her, no, I don't need your car. I never came here for that. I came here to work. I don't need your car. She said, you don't want my car? If you make me hungry, hey, my grandma will strike you. I told her, no problem. But I've not made you mad. So, why should your grandma strike me? She ran away and went. At night, the mister was there and the girl, and the madam was back. So, it was around 8. The madam sent me something upstairs. The bedrooms were upstairs, and the sitting rooms, the rest rooms were on the ground floor. So the madam sent me something at her bedroom, and I don't know what happened. I met that girl, the mermaid, the 8-year-old. We met on the stairs. You know what she told me? Our scary master is at my daddy's room. Go and meet him. I was like, what? Scary master? And remember, I was sent something, so I have to go to that room. She's telling me the scary master is there. At the same time, I have to go and take that thing I was sent by the madam. So I was praying, guys. I was praying that prayer, and in God's grace, I didn't meet that scary master. I took the thing and I went out. They were like, what? Because they were like waiting for me to scream or do something. But when I took the thing, they were like, what happened? I gave it to her and continued my job. So later, I saw there was another woman, they called her auntie and sister to that madam. She came, she was with the grandma. Now grandma can walk. Now she's okay. Hey, I was like surprised. That grandma used to stay on the bed. Now she can walk. And the madam, they told me, Julian, you are disturbing us. Take your things and we are going. They took my bag and I was like shifted to that sister. Remember, on the way you can't see anything, only the car. I was like, well, okay. We went to the sister. No, this went wrong right there. So I was like, me, if you can, I want to go back to Kenya. Even if you are going to tell me to communicate with my family, I'm going to pay for my ticket, but I want to go to Kenya. They told me, that madam answered me and said, the way you entered here is not the same way you will get out here. So be patient. I was like, well. So I was taken to that auntie, and things were the same over there. I used to pray to speak. Now there I went and met another Kenyan lady who was from Coast region. She was a Muslim. She didn't know even how to pray, but she was suffering a lot. So I told her, why don't you pray? Things are not good here. Me, I never feared them. I was ready for anything. So I used to speak, and they had already known me. So even if I speak things, they could be very mad at me, but I learned that they couldn't do anything to me. I don't know why. They feared me. So I stayed like 2 days there. That other girl from Kenya disappeared also. I was left alone. Disappeared. So I was taught to iron things. I could see the kids of the auntie. Now it was another story. Those ones can wear those clothes for Spider-Man. Guys, it's like a story, but it's a real one. It's a real one. A real thing I went through. Those kids could wear those Spider-Man things, clothes, and disappear. Like, I think I learned that was their main means of transport. So they could wear that and disappear. So I saw that and I was still praying that prayer. I didn't know how to pray, but that prayer of that pastor helped me so much. That's why I'm here today, guys. Imagine. I was told to go and iron clothes. When I was ironing, I could say the prayer. Whoever is going to wear this cloth, blah blah blah. I changed the blood of Jesus. May it make him or her change. Hey. Minutes later, I saw everyone running. No, you are making fire in our mansion. No. Hey, what are you doing? I was like, what? Again? They ran. And I was like, well, I'm going also to run and to find the police outside here. Because there I could see the gate, and I was like, when they ran all of them, I was left alone. I stopped ironing and I went out of the gate, and I was like, I'm finding any police station around, and I'll go there. I surrender myself, they deport me well and good. Guys, I was not eating. Remember, I found out that those people were drinking blood of people and they were eating. I don't know. The thing was just you can be given pizza or something, but it's not the real one. It's only that picture of pizza, but it's not pizza. It's things, other things there. So I was not eating. I was fearing to eat those meat of human. My fellow who are dying, they were the stew. So I was like, well, I used to take only water. So I stayed like 28 days, surviving with only water. I was changing it to the blood of Jesus, and I could take it and survive. So I was going thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner. Guys, those were the last days. It was like 28 days before now I met myself in Kenya. So when they ran, I also ran to search for police station. My friends, hey, this thing meant me almost die. I'm in the streets running. Everywhere I look, I see a post and an arrow. Police station ahead. I go. I see police station ahead. I go, following those arrows. Police station ahead until I came and found those people. The same house I ran from. There. They catch me. When they catch me, well, I was like, woo, this is a hell. I'm dead. I'm not alive. This is a hell. They took me and I was praying. I was still praying, guys. I was praying. I don't know if I had run mad or what, but what I know, I was praying those prayers that pastor gave them to me. And I was like saying, hey, God, help me not to go crazy, man, because these things are becoming too much. Hey, they catch me, I could feel them like pouring, I don't know, petrol, diesel. They made me sit down like this, and I could feel something hot like spirit. They poured on my whole body, and I could see fire. What? They, I could see. I don't know. It was like something spiritual. I don't know, but I could see it, and I was praying at the same time. So I saw them pour that something like spirit, like diesel. I don't know. They poured to me, and they lightened that light, and they put the fire on me, but I couldn't get burned. The funny thing, they were all over saying, she can't be burned. What is this? Who brought her here? She's different. When I didn't get banned, they called the police themselves. Now I could see something different. I could see all the police around me were Indians, guys. Indians. And I'm saying, the whole me is knowing that I'm in Dubai. So the policemen I expected, they were to be Arabs. I know how to differentiate Arabs, Indians, those Japanese. You can differentiate them by their facial, their faces. So the ones who came were Indians. So I was like, am I in Dubai or I'm in India? They took me now, like to, I don't know if that one was police station or was a hell, because I found people locked, but they couldn't touch me. The funniest thing, if someone wants to deal with me roughly, they could say, no, don't do that to her. No, don't do that to her. She's different. I could hear them say that. I didn't know where my difference came from, but I was like, hey, even that moment I was still praying. I could pray throughout. Even, hey, those what I was praying inside, I don't know, hey. So they took me to that place, like police, and they kept me there. Like 2 days, no one talking to me. Now there, they took me somewhere. Like you can see casket on the wall, and you are told to sit like this upright and look at that casket. Hey, I was praying. I did whatever they told me, and I was praying, praying. So after that, whatever exam they gave me, whatever they told me to do, could fail. And they were like, oh God, where did they called my boss, my Mr. Boss, and said, where did you take this one from? She could say she's from Kenya. Who gave it to you? Now I could see my Mr. Boss being punished having me. I could see that. So they tried many things. I could be told, sit here and sit and watch. I could be taken to a empty room with a screen and a seat, and I'm told sit there. If I open my eyes, I see a car. The screen was showing a car, blackout, a car, blackout, a car, blackout. What could ring on my mind, I could remember that girl telling me, Julian, I have a new car for you. And I was like, no, I don't want your car. So that screen was giving me a V8, or showing a V8 car and a blackout. So I was like, what is, am I being a sacrifice here or what? Is there anybody back there who sold me to get this V8 and me die or what? I was confused. But what? I had to push it hard. I was praying and waiting for whatever God was planning for me. So I could hear my mister. They were doing those rituals, I could hear them at sometimes like 12, I don't know, PM, because I was not knowing which day it is. It is daytime or it is nighttime, because it was lights and every time I don't know it's night or it's daytime. It's like I'm locked somewhere. I did so. I think there were those times I could hear them doing those counts, like those ones of Freemasons. I could hear those sounds and blah blah blah. So I was praying and praying. Now they tried me. One day I met that face of that maid of Ugandan, but she was not speaking. She was like a walking dead. I saw her pass and taken to another room. So I was like, so I'm also in that. It's like, no, they killed me, I don't know. So what I was insisting was, I just want to be back in Kenya, period. Alive or dead. I used to tell them that I just want to go to my country, either dead or alive. I just want me home. And they could tell me, we told you, the way you entered here is not the way you go. So I don't know, it's another day or it was when, because guys, it was a confused times in my life. I didn't know it, it I didn't know what was going on. So they took me somewhere, and I could see the agents I found at the airport, the ones who brought me, took me to Dubai. I found them there, and my Mr. Boss. So they were like, how many months are you here? I told them, I think they are 3. I told those aunties 3 months, and they told me, "Do you want your money?" I told them no, I don't want the money because I just want what I want is just going home. I just want to go home. Period. I don't want your money or whatever. So you can keep the money and make me go home. Because why did they not pay me the months I've worked for? They want to give it to me now, and I can see the problems I'm facing. They were like begging me, "Take the money, please. Take the money, please." And I was like, "No, I don't want." So they were like, "Where do you come from? Are you really okay?" I was like, "Yes, I'm okay." By that time, the police, I was taken there by the police. I don't know if it's a police station. I had no ring for the police. I had nothing. They are not doing anything to me. I was taken to another big, like the biggest one. Eh, I saw the Satan by myself. He was Indian with those beards and wearing like a police green, like Indian police. If you watch movies, they dress like Indian police. So he told me, you are disturbing us. You are making our heads full. Why are you not doing what we want? I told him, no, I'm doing what you want, but you are the one disturbing me. I told you I want to go home. I've been traveling, I've been working to the Gulf countries, but when someone says she wants to go home, if not finished her contract, she can pay for a ticket and go home, or taken to the office and being deported. Why are you holding me here? And you are telling me the way I ended, I will go home. I won't go home the same. So he was like, huh. He was angry and he was mad and said, "Take her out of here." When I was taken out, they said that big man said I have to go home because their mission is not going through. So I was like, so there is a mission. Hey, I was still praying, guys. I was still praying. The lights are off. That's why you see my camera is dark. So bear with me because I have to finish the story. So they took me the following day. I don't know the following day or what. Remember, I was not eating anything. If I come across some water, is what I was going to drink, and I change it to the blood of Jesus, then I drink it. So I stayed like the following day, the night I spent when I pray. The other ones who are locked like me, they could cry and run and say I'm making fire. I don't know. I'm burning them. And I was like, every time I'm shifted. I don't know, those prayers were working. I was shifted to a room where I was alone. So, hey, what made me fear was I found some ladies, they were Philippines, most of them were Philippines, and I could see only one black. So when I saw one black, I went near her and asked her, "What did you do for you to come here?" She told me, "I was caught with drugs, that's why I'm here." She asked me, "And you, what did you do?" I told her, "I don't know. I did nothing. I don't know what happened. But I just found myself here. So a little time I stayed there, and that black girl was taken away. When I started to pray, the rest ran away, saying that I'm burning them. I was taken away from there and taken to another room. So they told me, tomorrow you are going to go back home. I was like, what? So I was taken to an office, and they told me, before you go home,